What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson back once again here from Central North Carolina, where it's hot as crap and dry as dust. Hope you guys are having a great day today. We're going to jump into my lawn here. We haven't talked about it. We've been talking about the project lawn. Matter of fact, before we jump into my lawn, I made a little quick update video on my iPhone since the last time we showed you the project lawn, where we sprayed the nitrogen and wasn't really seeing a big change. So here is that update right now. What's up, guys? I just wanted to film this and possibly throw this in the Monday video. Not sure what that video is going to be, but it is 48 hours after we did the 20-0-0. We're up here at the church. We've actually got a men's conference going on this weekend, so I'll be up here tomorrow as well. Running more water, going to run this for several hours. Yesterday, Thursday, when I told you guys I ran it for 4 hours, we had puddles up here. It was so much water. So doing that again, but I wanted to update you that it looks better after all of that water that I gave it. It looks greener. Like, I see some actual green, and not just in the surrounding weeds and other grasses, but in the actual Bermuda. If I zoom in a little bit, I don't know if you can tell, it is a very hot 92 today. Not so much humid wise, but just the heat is tremendous today. Standing here with this building behind me, which is metal, man, it's hot right here with the sunlight in my face. And I see a little bit of life out of this after that 4-hour watering. So during this conference, I'm going to let the water run once again. It's probably going to get another good 2 to 3 hours of water, tons of water into the right before dark, basically. No, that's not ideal, but again, I know that with warm season, fungus isn't so much of an issue according to NC State. So I'm thinking we need water over worried about anything like that. So just wanted to throw this update in. I do see some response. Also, I wanted to mention that I did go to AI, to ChatGPT, and I said, hey, this is what I'm looking like with these plugs. And it did say that with Bermuda, for me, that it did, ChatGPT said that it might take a few days for that fertilizer to actually be taken up by Bermuda. I don't know if that's true. I know in my lawn, if I spray 24 ounces of 20-0-0 in a lawn like this and water it in, I'm going to see results really fast. With this, ChatGPT claims it could take a couple of days, and it may be right, because I'm coming up here 48 hours later and I'm seeing some green now, where I was seeing a lot of dry and a lot of brown. I'm still seeing that brown, but I'm now seeing some green mixed in with it, and I hope you can see that on video as well. So just wanted to throw this into Monday's video. I am now kind of locked in on this lawn now that we're hitting 90s, that it's hot, it's summer. I am focused on this more than my own lawn. It is obviously, with 90s and really hot, not good for fescue. So over there, we're talking about drought management, moisture max, wetting agents, hydrotane, and things of that nature. Here, it's the greatest weather for Bermuda iron cutter, so we're trying to get these things to run. So just want to throw this in. This is, again, 48 hours after. We'll keep you posted as we see some change in this lawn. So back here in my lawn, we'll keep you posted on the project lawn. Obviously, we're in temperatures, and this is the season for Bermuda. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited that we've got it in the ground and we're working on it now, right? It's not something where, like, man, I need to order it, I need to plant it, and then, it's in the ground. We made a mistake. I made a mistake probably with the herbicide. I never even considered the rates that I use it, because that's all I do is fescue. The rates that I use the herbicide for fescue may not be adequate for Bermuda, and it can stun it. It's not going to kill it, but we've set ourselves back a week or so maybe. But we'll see how that turns out, and I'll definitely keep you guys posted. So back here in my lawn, guys, we are back to basically how it looked before when I came back from Myrtle Beach. We are super dry. We've got sections that look good, and we got many sections that look terrible. And it's June in North Carolina. I've likely got, because I have failed to keep my fungicides going, I've got a spot right here that is likely some kind of disease. Don't know exactly. It doesn't look like it would be brown spot, but this has gotten slightly bigger as I walked out here, which is what prompted me to film. But you can see this section, obviously the areas that get shade, not as bad. The areas that don't get shade, worse, right? So that's just common sense. But you can tell like this area looks pretty decent. The other areas that are my stress out spots are just looking terrible. It's just a terrible looking lawn. I've heard rumor that you guys up north may also be dealing with this, but I'm not sure. But again, this is likely where some of this gets shaded by the house. And over here, you guys know that stresses out. This is the last area that I did water, which is several days ago, but you can just see up here the transition of decent, brown, faded, like I don't even know what you call it, but the Japanese maple up there seems to not mind it at all, so that's okay. But backyard wise, man, it is looking rough. I did come out the other morning, may have been Sunday morning, and I did give water to the Mountain View seed over here, but it is finally, it's not made for these temperatures. You saw it on the chart that we showed previously. It is for northern states. It has done very well to last until June before it started looking like this, but it is looking rough. I've been cutting it well. When we need to cut it, I've stayed off of it. I haven't mowed in a while. I can't tell you the last time I mowed it. I've just stayed off of it, but it's finally looking very rough, brown, not happy. But again, it's just the climate and temperature that we're in. That's the nature of this area that I live in, and trying to do cool season turf. If we can keep it alive and keep it sustained until fall, then great. We can do less seeding, but that is the challenge. How much money do you want to dump in? We talk about it every single year, the same thing. How much water money do you want to dump in? Because we could be watering every single day and this could look decent, but that's why we are the way we are. It's not because, oh my gosh, what's going on in my lawn? That's not what this video is. This video is, I don't have the money to sustain it with water when we're not getting rain. And you can just see the big, look at this. It's the big brown right here. And then you got green up here. Why that is, I can't tell you besides what is underneath the soil. You probably got a lot of rock and just the roots aren't great here. You can see versus up here where it's green, for whatever reason, it's holding more water, more moisture down low, and it's making the plant look decent. That's all I can tell you. It all gets watered exactly the same. Again, the same thing over here, just looks nasty. This is just the nasty time of the year. Poor Mountain View seed, right? It looked so good for so long. Man, we had it going on. But again, like I told you guys, I would totally recommend it. We're just in a very harsh climate, especially when you get no rain. You're well below average in our rainfall. I am very surprised that even this right here, this area has survived as long as it has, because it is long. You can tell it is long. It's over 4 inches tall where it's actually growing, but areas where it's not growing, it's probably 3 something. So it's just very dry, but there's patches of areas where it's doing okay. Like if we were just to show you this, you would say, man, you're doing pretty good, Mr. Ferguson, but I'm just not willing to come out here and water it. I told you my motivation really is towards that Bermuda right now, since I've started messing with it, and it's not so much with my lawn. I really don't care. I mean, it's too hot. It's 92 degrees today and we haven't had rain. We've got like a 40% chance is the best chance over the next 5 days. And that's tomorrow, maybe today. But eventually I'm going to have to put water on this and spend the money to keep it alive. But it is just nasty. It's just, look at this. It just makes me, it's like, I don't want to do anything. You can't mow it. I bought some hydrotane. It's actually sitting in the house. It did so well previously. I bought hydrotane, but I'm not, my goodness. I mean, I would have to come out here and water and water and water, put it down, and then water it again. And it just looks ridiculous. So, man, it's just tough to have fescue when you're in these type of climates. And so if yours looks similar and you're getting stressed out and you're like, look, so why is this one area, sorry to just change topics, but why is this one area looking good? I'll tell you exactly why. This is the area where I had a hole. I dug this up. I put sand in it one time, put some topsoil in it, and I've just planted year after year after year, and it goes to show you it is absolutely what is underneath the ground here, because that's the one area where I dug out and it's doing well. What else have I dug out? This tree over here. We dug this out, we put the tree in. Guess what? All the areas around the tree, it's doing fine. So this is just proof after proof after proof that it's, if you would take the time to actually, you know, kill your whole lawn off, and which is stupid, but if you would kill your whole lawn off, put a bunch of topsoil on top, have layers of good dirt with no rocks, you may not look this way. You may look like, we would probably look like this everywhere, but I just don't have the funds. I'm not digging up. It's just, it is what it is. The front yard is basically the same thing, even with the shade. It does look a little bit better than the back, but I mean, if you're comparing it, we have a little more of the super dormant grass back there rather than this. It's just nasty. I mean, this is getting close to what the back looks like, but it's just, it is what it is. Like, you just got areas where it looks okay because it gets a little bit of shade more than others, and you got areas that just look trashy and thirsty. And it's, we just, I mean, can't do anything besides spend money on city water or to have rain, and we don't have any rain. So now this one section looks decent. This whole picture right here, everything you see right here looks decent. Again, I'm keeping it long. I'm not mowing it. I'm gonna have to throw it up to 4 inches when I do mow it. But again, when you're getting to these sections, it's not even gonna do anything. So it's just, you can probably tell in my voice, it's deflating, it's annoying. We just need so much rain. And like I mentioned, all the Bermuda is going to come in, because, and you can already see it, everything green up here is going to be Bermuda, because the fescue is just struggling so much because we have no rain, we have no water. So that's all that can happen. So all of this up here is Bermuda. So that's why, as many people said in the beginning of this channel, you just have to deal with it. And basically you do, unless you have the cash, unless you have the irrigation, and basically the money. How much do you want to spend to keep Bermuda out of your lawn? I don't care that much at this point in my lawn care journey. I really don't. So once the rains come, it's going to stay this way. But once fall comes, this is again why we're going to have all of this Bermuda is going to turn brown eventually in the winter. When the fescue's popping and looking good, we're going to have brown because it'll be the Bermuda going away. It's just part of North Carolina lawn care. And that's what we're dealing with, is just drought conditions with lack of rain. And I'm not willing, you know, a couple years ago, I was willing to really go at it hard, and it feels like I'm just throwing water on a house fire, man, from a soda can. It's like, what's the point? And you guys saw the test we did a couple years ago where we said, I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to water this one section, but I'm not watering anything else. And we almost lost it all, right? And so I don't want to lose my lawn. I'm not purposefully trying to kill the grass. It's just, look at this. This is ridiculous. I mean, we're sustained in the 90s now. You know, this is the time of year when every fescue owner, lawn care owner that cares about it in North Carolina is saying, man, I wish I had Bermuda. Man, I wish I had warm season grass. But come fall time, when it all starts turning brown on you guys that have warm season, we're like, man, I love my fescue. So you just have to deal with it. It's just, this is the hard months for my lawn. And I'm just not willing to put water on it. So not right now, but eventually we're going to get there. We're going to see if this 40% chance, maybe the Lord will send some rain, maybe not. And if not, we need to do fungicides. I need to do that. So at least I can keep disease out. That's what can tear through it when it's weak like this. But that's what I'm dealing with here. So eventually when we see that rain, I'm going to, when the rain comes, I'm going to apply Hydrotain to try to help a little bit. It's a tool, but ultimately my lawn just needs water. So anyways, we'll keep you posted on the iron cutter up at the project lawn, but nasty, ugly. God bless you guys. Hope you're doing better than my lawn is, and see you next time.